eyes are so red. Okay, so I need y'all's help. Well, I mean, I don't really, I can do it, but I'm going to prep for Weeksville. I have, I thought I had a checklist. I don't think I do. That's what I need to do. I need to do like a permanent checklist of everything that I need. Let's let's do it on paper first, and then we'll make it permanent because these are things that I'm going to be bringing all the time to markets. So, YouTube, you really need to do like a partnership with all these artists to where we can play music in the background. It'll make things just more of a vibe, you know? All right, so let me write this like this. We'll just say market checklist. Mhm. So we definitely need menus. My handwriting is cute. Sometimes it could be a little bit. Okay, I think it's funny because I don't think I bring too much. Okay, so we got menus, bottles, square, which is where I take payment, tablecloth, phone charger, business cards, banners, and sticky tape. I don't know if I'm gonna bring the tripod. I wanted to go live and you guys join me, but at Weeksville Market they have music in the background, like just to keep the energy pumping and going. And I don't think you guys will be able to hear me, so it doesn't really make sense to go live unless you guys want to. Y'all want to come? You wanna come? I saw a technique on somebody else's Instagram to keep their bottles warm. And I did a little research, and they said that you take an ice chest, put ice in it, and then put your product on top of that. Well, wait, let me back up. You put the ice in first, and then you put a, a towel on top of. Was it a towel? I could be wrong. No, it's bubble wrap on top of the ice. I don't remember. Now I gotta go back and look because that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. It's ice, I think your products, and then on top of the product, you put bubble wrap, and then not the paper towel, the towel on top of that to keep the cold locked in. So I did get bubble wrap here. I'm gonna bring that. I got this. And then This is going to be the stickies that I use for my tablecloth. And these are the menus. So this year we're going to do sunlit smoothie and spring smoothie. The sunlit smoothie is watermelon, pineapple, ginger. That one's really good. It's deep cellular hydration, natural gut health support from the ginger, of course. That one tastes a little bit more like a juice because of the watermelon. And then we have spring smoothie. Oh, let me go back. And then I called it sunlit because it looks like a sunset, doesn't it? It's pretty. That's the color that it looks like after I blend it. And then the second option we have for the event is spring smoothie. That's mandarin, strawberries, and bananas. And the vibe for that one's like a clean, sustained, raw vitamin C skin glow. That's, well, not the vibe, but that's the benefits of it. Your vitamin C from the strawberries, amazing for your skin. That one is a little on the sweeter side from the bananas, a little bit tangy from the strawberries, but both very, very good. And then if you subscribe to the channel and you make it out tomorrow, you'll get 10% off of smoothies. Remind me to, I have it on the menu, so I always want to do something to give back. So you'll get a discount. Also, I have it on the back of the menu as well. That's the page, that's me. And that's the subscription coupon. If you subscribe, you'll get 10% off. And then I also have my ebook, which I don't know if I should bring this. Can't really see it, but um, I moved here to New York in 2017, and I just remember how overwhelmed I was, how scared I was, and how alone I felt when I was out here for the first time. It was, you can't make this up. Time I got off of the train, right? I was about a block away from the shelter I was going to stay in, and my luggage broke open. Broke open. This is winter season too. I had so much adrenaline because I was so excited of being here, but I also was like, what? And I just think that that represented my whole experience being in New York. Chaos, unexpected, unpredictable, not no easy ride. I had to carry that fucking bag all the way to the shelter like that. I was right there by the Asian. Well, I think they're Chinese because Chinatown's right there in Manhattan. Hey, how are you? What is this? We're doing a checklist for Weeksville Market tomorrow. So I'm checking off everything that I need. So far, we have the menus. And I was just talking about the ebook that I wrote last year. But it's not about my experience in New York. It's called Train Like a New Yorker. So the ebook teaches you how to get around the city using the subway so you don't feel like how I felt, which was panic. The train could be very confusing if you never rode it before. So, yeah. Okay, so we need our square. We have square on the checklist. This is square. So that's like what you use to take payment. I'm gonna bring that. I bought this. It doesn't come with this. I bought this little plastic thing to go around it because I think it's so cute. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I was like, I can carry it like this. I don't carry it like this when I'm working. I keep it on the table. I don't know. Nobody got time for all that. But it's a great way to protect it. It's like a phone case, but for your swear for your little small payment thing. And I keep it in here to make sure it doesn't break. It came with two, so we have that. That's checked off the list. So we have that. I put business cards. Yeah, business cards. Where are those at? Here are the business cards. Hey, what's going on, y'all? How are y'all doing? These are the business cards. See, it's kind of blurry. I love them. I think it's so pretty. I like how this part right here, it's like I don't know if I want to say it's 3D, but you could feel it. I thought that was so cool. And I love the color. I think it's so pretty. And I made it to where you see like the red clouds around the smoothie. I love that. I wanted it to be a peaceful vibe, kind of, but also to highlight what this brand is about, which is fruits. So you can see the fruits inside the glass. Everything from kiwi, strawberries, bananas, blueberries. It says sip the goodness. Hmm. I have the my email here. When I make more cards, I'm gonna put the website. I should have put the website on the cards. And on the back, it's the loyalty stamp. So the more you get, you'll get discounts. But I think what I'm going to do for this event, since we're really focused on just marketing, is again, if you just purchase a bottle, you'll get a discount. I hope I can talk about this on YouTube because the other apps are very like, oh, you can't share all that. It's really kind of crazy. Okay, so we got that. Let me check that off the list. We got menus. Check. Sticky tape. Business cards. Tablecloth. I wanted this one. Which I think I've always used the red one. I think it's so pretty and it really stands out. And it goes with my the brand of Essence Smoothies is red. But I feel like since we're going into like autumn season, this is the other color. I really love working at markets, honestly. When the market's a good vibe, that's the orange one. So, but when I find good markets to work at, I really do enjoy them. I love meeting people and getting to know them. It's kind of like a dance that you have with customers and potential customers. Like, yeah, it's good to sell, but it's even better when you connect. I got this to go with the business card. So now some markets, I'm not gonna lie, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to go. I think depending on what you sell, you just do better at certain locations and certain programs. I bought this to go with the business cards. That's cute, right? Sitting on top of the table. I love that. I love clear things. Like I love like that. So you can see through it. Very transparent. And having a business, I learned things that I need to improve of too. And that's a beautiful thing, but it also can be like, oh my God, I gotta spend another $50,000. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because with my business cards, there's things that I want to improve on, but I'm like, here we go, I gotta invest more money. Let me got that. We can check that off the list. And then, what do y'all think of this? I've had this for a minute. I needed one for autumn season though, but one thing I love about it is it gives a spring vibe. But what I don't like is how tangled it can get. This takes the most time to set up at my booth. Y'all want to see? I forgot what it's technically called. If you know what this is called, please drop it in the comments. Educate me because I don't know the proper name for it. It's not a banner, but it's so cute. Even the little kids, so they'll it'll attract them. They'll look like, oh. It says summer. I think that one says it's two of them. Hold on. See, it's tangled. Mm, yeah, I have to find a way to where when I get there, I don't have to go through having to do all that. You know what I'm saying? This stresses me out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like having to un- undo it every time because of the string. All right, let's see. This is it. It says summer, and it has the fruit. That's so cute for the brand, right? I love that. It aligns with it perfectly. Little coconut. Mhm. Yeah, okay, yeah, like that. And it says, does it say anything or is it just fruit? Let's see. Oh, it said, okay, this is first. This it says hello summer. Let me show you. Can't really see it because it's tangled, but hello. Hello. I love that. All the colors. Okay, so we got to find a way to like fold it up for tomorrow, but when I pull it out, I'm not having to untangle it. I tried to like go like this with the string, put it on top. I want one for autumn season. I do have decorations for autumn, but I don't have a banner for autumn. So next month I'm gonna use I have like acorns. You know, I got a cute little a couple of things in store, some other things. So we got that. Let me check that off the list. Now we just need the phone charger. We have the tablecloth and the bottles. I like to do that last. And I think that's everything. I'm gonna bring the ice chest. Oh, oh, I forgot. I have a lot of ice packs that I got too. I learned from my other markets that just ice, it melts. It will melt throughout the day. And it can be a little bit of a mess, you know, because there's no way to filter out the water. It's in the ice chest. And yeah, it's just a lot to like have to deal with. So, well, ice packs, it's still the same effect, keeps things cold. I may still buy one block of ice just to have it and keep the let me see, I'll do ice just to keep things, I guess, with cold water. I don't know. This will be the first time that we're gonna try with just ice packs. And I think that's everything. I'm still debating if I want to bring the tripod or not. But yeah. Oh, and I thought like the theme, right? I bought these chalkboards. I thought this was really nice. This is before I had QR codes. I had this. Isn't this cute, y'all? Look, it's like a school vibe. Little chalkboard. And then here it has all the methods of payment. And then you can even turn it up like this. And then this is your vertical view. You can't really see because the light. I apologize. I don't have the best lighting, but this is way back in the day when I didn't take cash. No, no, I didn't take card payments, but I invested in Square. So I can take card payments now. And I have to clean this because I kind of advanced my methods of payment. But I think the chalkboard is really cute. I like that, right? Maybe we can decorate this, put some stickers on it, or like color it to give it like a vibrant vibe. If you want to get those are on Amazon too. This is how it looks without all the writing on it. And it comes with this to keep it standing up. So it's cute if you want to brand yourself. That's the brand. It says Essence Smoothies, fresh flavors, friendly faces, pure fruit, pure joy. I'm gonna keep that. I like that. I'll bring that one. And I think I want to carry this in the. I don't know. How do I normally carry this stuff? I saw that people invest in those like roller things. It's like a box on wheels. I don't want that though. I don't want that. It looks so old to me. It makes I don't want that. Like I don't. It's just not my stilo. I want something a little bit more. I think it would have been cool. I want something electric. I don't want the thing on wheels. That. So tomorrow we will be in Brooklyn. Love for you guys to come out and meet us. We're partnering with Weeksville Market. We'll be there between the hours of 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's a lot of amazing vendors out there as well. It will also be a DJ. They normally have games for the family. They have art workshops. The last time I went, they had a bank teller come to teach about business, savings. There's a lot of resources there. There's an amazing team there. It's fun. It's free to come if you're um, in the area and you don't have anything to do that Saturday. You want to get out the house. You should definitely come with your loved ones or just by yourself. I remember I had a client, a customer, and she was by herself. I think she was from out of town, and she came and she was she was talking a lot, but that was okay. We were talking about where we were from, and she got a bottle. And there was a man who came. He didn't get anything, and we were talking about fruit the whole time. So you should just come out. It was nice though because he was there for a minute, and when people would come by, he like try to encourage them to get something. He's like, yeah, it's really it's really healthy, really good. But we talked about like sour sop and exotic fruits, and I don't think he was from New York, so he was telling me about the fruits that he eats from his country. So it's a nice vibe. It's a good vibe. It's good. It's good people. You should definitely come out. Hi, Zarek. What's the most stressful, I'd say, for me, is definitely getting there. It's a headache getting to the event. If this event was next door, it would be nothing. It would be fun. But that's what definitely makes me contemplate how much I want to do this, because getting to these events just is too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. If I had a team behind me that could handle all of this, it would be so much. It would be so much weight off of my shoulders. One day I'll make it to one of those events. Yeah, for sure. Just to come and enjoy it too. Who's been to flea markets? Has any of y'all been to a flea market before, or a market at all? That you will work for me. It's way easier. It's way more fun when I have people who work. Like when I have my team with me. If I when I when I started, I had friends that would come from out of town and help me, but they're too far now. They're far away, so they can't just come into town. But it was just so much more fun. So much more fun when you have people there to kill the time with you and vibe with you. Enjoy the experience. So when you're like when you're doing it, it's still fun. It's just a lot more work. It's a lot. Almost takes the fun out of it too. So I miss my friend. He would come and help me a lot. We'll just sit and hang out. And then at Weeksville, I don't know if they still do this, so don't come down there if you come tomorrow and say they said this is gonna be here. Don't do that. But when I started my my partnership with them back in 2022, they they would usually have food for the community for free. I think you had to they accepted donations, and I think you did have to purchase one thing from the market. It could be anything though. You can get, because they have a produce stand too, so you can get produce. You can get something from me. You can get something from another vendor, and then you'll be able to get the food that they have for free. Now I don't know if they still do that. Things always change. I don't know if they'll have that this time, but that was another amazing perk they had. They I really love their market, Weeksville. What are my plans for today? Right now, we're doing a checklist of everything that I need to bring. We're partnering up with Weeksville Market tomorrow in Brooklyn at 10 a.m. And so I'm just checking off everything that I need to bring. So tomorrow I'm not as stressed. I'm not trying to figure out what needs to come with me. So I'm doing it right now. So we got menus, tablecloths, the square machine, business cards, banner, sticky tape. Now we just need ice. I always like to get that the day of. Ice, and I need to charge my portable charger, and the ice packs, and of course the bottles. All the perishable stuff we like to do the day of. Keep it fresh. Did y'all see the video yesterday? Well, it wasn't yesterday, but the last live that we did at Rye Park. I mean, Playland. Why do I keep saying? I think the town is Rye, but the actual place is called Playland Park. I don't know if you could see it because when I went back to watch it, it was very blurry because the service out there wasn't all that. I kept going in and out, in and out. That was fun. Oh, it's so much fun. It was cute. It's been a while since I've been to an amusement park. And me and my friend, we got on this. I don't know what it was giving. It was supposed to be a haunted house, and we were in this this little train thing that took you through, and it had like ghouls and goblins and skeletons, and it was like a rated G version of House of a Thousand Corpses. You remember the scene where they had all those bodies behind the, the cage? That's what it was like that. It was cute. It would be scary if you were probably never, like I don't know, for kids or something. But it was kind of funny. There was like little moments that I was like, whoa, that's bugged out. But yeah, that was fun. And then my friend convinced me to go on a water ride. I was scared. You see, like with I think with kids, it didn't phase them because I was noticing they weren't screaming or anything, but I'm grown. And when you get older, it's like your bones can't take that type of adrenaline. I was scared when I went up there because it's two dips. The first dip is like, it almost gets you ready for the bigger dip, right? So the first one, I sat in the back, my friend sat in the front, and I was just screaming like a llama down when we went down the first dip. And she was laughing at me. So after the first dip, we went up the second one, and it's always the incline that's the scariest. That slow pump to the top. It's like because they do it on purpose. They get you. They like. It's like it gets you up there, and then when they drop you, it's just like it goes from slow to fast. So that, oh my gosh, that was like, oh, but it was fun. It was fun. It's been a long time since I got on amusement park rides with everything and the news about how some of them break down and people, you know what I mean? So it scared me. It pushed me away from wanting to do those things. So I was just really proud of myself for actually taking the step to do it. And it was fun. It was worth it. It was really fun. They have a beach over there too. Now that they really tried it though. Like I didn't like that. You have to pay $9 to go on the beach. Huh? And I heard $20 for an umbrella. Like, yeah, you know. Anyway, I sat right over there on the bench that was outside of the beach because they have the beach caged off. So it's like you can't. They do that so where you can't like walk on the beach. But there's benches behind the gate, so you can still enjoy the beach. You just can't get on the sand if you don't want to pay. I didn't want to go anyway. It reminded me of SpongeBob when the episodes where he was on the beach with his bikini bottom. It wasn't really giving nothing. No, no, no disrespect. There was people out there, so apparently it was worth it to them. But like, if I gotta invest like that, you better have like some water slides, some people out there serving you drinks and some Table, I don't know. It has to be something that I'm investing that into. It was literally just the beach. Then they sold rental umbrellas to keep you, not from cooking out there because it was hot too, very sunny. And then we went to the pier. You can walk into this like pier area. That was beautiful. It's on the live. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but we were out there and people were fishing. I noticed a beautiful place to just chill. And then there's a tiki bar. They had a buffet. That was all right. It was decent. I'm kind of a germaphobe, so I'm not big on like touching the same spoon that thousands of people touched and the food was kind of out. That I was a little bit like, I don't know, with everything going on too, it was just like, but they had macaroni and cheese, baked beans, they had the small like sandwiches. I think it was ribs and chicken. I don't eat that, so I don't know exactly what was on the meat side. And they had salad. And the people who were serving, they were really, really nice, very sweet. It was a man and a woman. I think there were a couple. They were cute. I didn't want to be nosy, but I was like, okay, y'all cute. I think they were like in charge of the catering. I don't know. They had drinks. Um, and then there was like chairs where you could sit and enjoy your food. Y'all probably saw me smoke. So yeah, what else was out there? They had a Ferris wheel. They had oh, they had a whole area for the kids. I like how they separated it too. It's like all the kid rides were close to each other, so that was really good. Then they had these two people playing was it trombones? I don't know if it was trombones, but they were playing it was trumpets, like Disney songs. They're playing Under the Sea. Um, and I like that. That was a really cute vibe to the park. I never seen that before. They were just literally walking around playing music. I like that. And then they had a DJ too outside of the park, so they kept the vibes up like that. Um, I like that, and they weren't strict with me. At some parks and concerts they check your bags and stuff. They ain't do that with me, baby. I had my book bag and I had a red tote bag with my blanket because I thought I was gonna go to the beach. So I realized the nightmare that you had to pay. But I had my red bag with my blankets and then I had my pink book bag. And I was going in and out of that. They didn't stop me. I'm happy they didn't either. Anybody got time for that? Leave me alone. I think it's the afro. I always know, like when I have my afro, people don't bother me. I don't know. I can't tell you why. I don't know. Even when I go to the beauty stores here, because in New York they don't do this where I'm from, but in New York, if you go to the beauty stores, they make you put your bag up. They'll take your bag before you shop. I don't. Yeah, but I remember I had left the gym one day. I had to pick up some stuff from the beauty store, and the man he was just like, "Go ahead." I'm like, "Okay." And I had my fro out, and I had on my cream romper. So yeah, they're not as mm, I don't know. The drinks were crazy expensive too, but that's not shocking. If you know, you know. They charge highway prices if you're at the amusement park. So I wasn't mad at it, but like a beer was $12. Huh? I was like, nah, I'm good. I was gonna get me and my friend a drink, but I was like, nah, bro, I'm sorry. They have roller coasters. Did I say that? Roller coasters. Yeah, like theme park stuff. Worth it. Well worth it. Definitely go. Oh, and then there's a lake before it's, how do I explain it? Okay, so on the, is that the west? On one end you have the beach. And then the parking lot on the other end you have a lake. So I've never seen that. Like I gotta give it to Playland Park. They had just elements of everything. So if you're a nature girly like myself and you want to hang out by the lake, they have benches out there too. You can barbecue. They have that the outside barbecue thing, so you can go out there and barbecue with your family. And it's a beautiful lake out there. I didn't get to experience that because I did want to go to the beach, and since they're so spaced out, I did not want to leave the Playland Park, walk all the way to the lake just to sit and then come back in. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to do that, honestly. But it is available if you're someone who wants to experience that. It was so beautiful too. They have trees out there. So, like I said, it's just a little bit of everything. You're going to enjoy something if you go. Make sure my phone doesn't die because I don't have it charged. And then they have this concert area. So, my friend told me that artists come and perform there too. So Playland got a lot going on. I really like it. They have a lot going on. A lot going on. So definitely check it out. It's the last video that I posted. I love flea markets. Always pick up some cool things. Yes. I feel like flea markets, it's like it's to me it's just like the mall, but you're outside. That's exact, like literally what a flea market is, because you have a bunch of vendors that offer their products to you, and you can walk through. You don't have to buy anything. Just walk through, and it's something to do. The one in Alabama, you always have that one vendor that is always there, and it's to me like the highlight of the flea market. For me, I remember they had people who sold dogs out there, and then they had this vendor who sold t-shirts, and their booth was huge, huge, bunch of t-shirts that you can, I don't know if you can get them made, but I know they offered, like, you know how some t-shirts have celebrities on them and stuff. I remember, I think she was selling like Aaliyah. um, and then there was this one vendor who was selling beds out there. I remember I went out there and I bought my mama a bed when I was living down there. Isn't that crazy? You never know what you'll find. I think that's the beauty of flea markets. You'll never know what you'll see. The mall is predictable. You know what stores are there. Flea market, you could go in there and bump into people selling lamps, selling keychains, phone chargers, old DVDs. It's pretty cool. And then the one down south, they have this corn setup. So you can buy corn on the cob, and then they have different seasonings that you can douse your corn on the cob with, like hot peppers, whatever. They have everything. I think people even put like ranch. They be going too far. Some people put like ranch and stuff on their corn on the cob. Ain't nobody doing all that. But the corn on cob's really good. It's huge too. It's like this big. It's really big. It's like a foot long. And they, I don't know if they roast it or they steam it, but it's hot. So, and that one's huge. That flea market is huge. The one that we'll be partnering with tomorrow, it's not really big, but the vibe is amazing. And it's indoors. A lot of markets aren't indoors, it's outside. So you're gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? This market is indoors, so you can cool and really walk through and not have to be like, okay, we gotta find some shade somewhere. My favorite market, though, I will say hands down, is the one in Alabama, because it's really big, and even though it's outside, they have these tents, so you stay shaded, and there's places for you to sit. They have, and they just have a lot of places where you can shop. You're probably more than likely going to buy something, because this is so many different things. Like I told you, I bought a bed when I went. But I really just want to meet the community. That's the best part for me. I like to meet and mingle and get to know people. Of course, it's always a plus if I'm able to sell the product, but I really do love to network and get to know the individuals who come. And I see so many different types of individuals. I met a lawyer one time. She brought her daughter, couples, people who have their own stuff going on. I met two guys who they're like party planners. They love to literally party. They- I met photographers out there. So it's just I met a woman who was in another woman's group and they get together to work out. She wanted me to join. I don't know. That's not really my stilo, but I love what she was doing. I love the like I love the what her community represented because they wanted to stay healthy and stay fit. They were like an older group of women. I would say um, everybody can join, but the majority of the women in the group were in their like 40s, 50s. So those are my plans for today. I think I have everything. I'm pretty good with keeping everything together. Got a fan too. I don't think I'll need it, but you got to stay prepared. You never know. So I'm gonna bring this. These actually come in handy. They're so simple, but yet they really help. I'm gonna bring that, and we got to get the produce, the fruit. So I'm gonna finish getting everything ready, you guys. But I will be back on. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I might go live. I don't know. I don't know if I will, but if I do, it'll be at 10 a.m. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. It's Friday. It's nice where I'm at. Sunny. Look at that. That's the sun. That's why it's so bright. That is look. So yeah, but you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.